spread.
Nice.
Good evening, Greencastle. This is Nick Whistle.
I'm Max Von Depp, joined again by our sports analyst, Cameron Allen. Cam, another fun fact about yourself today, please.
I actually ran 4 miles today. Backwards.
Backwards. That's,
Four of them backwards.
that's pretty good. That's almost like writing in
Elite
cursive.
speed.
All right, so starting today, a little cover up on last week's story. The Park Tudor Panthers
The Panthers.
ended up coming back in the end of the fourth quarter to beat the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. We're down by 22 points.
It was a great game.
Fantastic, fantastic.
You know, the Tiger Cubs just didn't bring it.
No,
They still
no.
bring
Well,
it.
they brought it for most of the game, but if it's the last 5 minutes, anything can happen.
You know, the Tiger Cubs were up 22 in the fourth quarter. It was looking like that 18 and a half was going to smack.
It did not.
Did not.
Did not
Tables
smack.
turned, and that's what it is for the Panthers.
And now we have the second part of the show, the NFL report, coming off a shaky week. A lot of injuries, a lot of broken hearts, a lot of untested practice player and 10-day contracts that we got to talk about.
What it was, we'll let Cam kick it off with what happened in the NFL this week.
Week 2 of the NFL, crazy week. A little bit better than last week, but we got our fades and our likes for this week.
Absolutely.
As Maxwell already said, we got fade the injury gods. I mean, we had Saquon, we had McCaffrey, we had Nick Bosa,
Sad
we
week.
had Jimmy Garoppolo. It was a sad week of lots of injuries that we just don't like to see here on the spread. The second one, fade Zeke. The dude's got a tattoo saying "Feed me"
Man.
on the bottom of his stomach.
Kind of creepy.
He freaks me out.
Creepy
He
dude.
freaks me
I
out.
wouldn't let him watch my kids.
Never. Fade Captain Kirk. That guy could not throw the ball from me to Maxwell last week. It was unbelievably awful. Awful, awful, awful. At one point in the game, he had a 0 passer rating. That's just not what we
He
like to
ended
see.
up with a 15 passer rating. Just like the best quarterback in the NFL. Think about that one.
Our fourth one. Fade the Jets. The helmets are raw, though.
Yeah.
So the Jets
Beautiful
are
helmets.
just about as bad as football teams you could think of.
They're pretty bad.
No offensive line, no defense, no coaching, and no nothing.
I
so
mean, last week they pretty much lost to the 49ers practice squad. I don't know how much worse you can get.
yeah, the helmets are raw, though.
Yeah. Chrome green. Great look.
Fake Mike McCarthy. The dude ran 2 fake punts and he missed them both. They did come back to win the game, but that was because of the Falcons' awful play. Fade the 10-day contract players. If you don't know who they are, they're a 10-day contract player.
contract.
And I mean, who are they? Because I don't know them, and they don't know them. So
Nah.
who
See
are
ya.
they?
Fade the 10-day contract players.
Fade everything about the Houston Texans. So let's take a little detour back to the offseason for the Houston Texans, and they traded DeAndre Hopkins, arguably one of the top 5 receivers in the NFL,
Not the best receiver.
if not the best one. They traded him for a bag of donuts and David Johnson.
And a washing machine. Don't forget
They
the
get a
washing machine.
Yeah, they washed those uniforms.
That's a big deal.
They washed those
10-minute
uniforms.
full cycle.
Yes.
10-minute dry cycle.
Yes.
So that trade has just completely backfired on the Houston Texans, and now they're sitting 0-2.
And Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien, next on the list, faded. He will not have a job within 4 weeks.
Terrible.
I mean, 4 more weeks I give him, and he will be fired. Last but not least, fade Los Angeles back to San Diego.
San Diego, great city.
San Diego, amazing city,
One of my favorite places in California. La Jolla, great time. Great time.
great time. So, a very faded week in the NFL,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
we'll kick it over to Wiss, and
Let's take it over the positive
the
first.
positives.
So the boys we liked in week 2. Todd Gurley, that guy can run the football.
He's quick.
That
He's
guy
quick.
can run the football. We got Jeff Dripschool. That guy came in for the Broncos and slang the thing around. He played alright, but he's cool. Then look at Josh Allen doing inspirational things.
Josh Allen inspires me on a daily basis.
He just does inspirational
I
things.
saw him stiff arm a linebacker to the ground the other day.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
412 yards passing, 4 tutties.
So good.
In Buffalo?
So good.
In Buffalo? I thought those guys sucked. Oh, Tariq Cohen, he got a little bag.
Yeah.
He got a little bag. 3 years, 18 mil. That's what we like to call a little bag.
For a little man.
It was Louis V, though.
Yeah, little bag for a little man. Then we got the Cleveland Browns fans fighting. There's like 8 fans at the game, and they got into a whole brawl in the stadium. Social distancing, not in Cleveland. Not gonna happen. Don't tell those guys what to do. Jalen Hurts saw action on Sunday. Hammer Hurts. He looked really
He
good.
did.
Gotta give that guy more time. Then we got Dalvin Cook. What up, my brother? He's raw. That dude is cold. I mean, that's all we gotta say.
There's nothing else.
Joe Hayden's still raw. Cornerback.
He's 89. He's still making plays.
He's 110 years old. He's still making plays. Then we got Danny Dimes versus the world. They lost Saquon, so it's pretty much just going to be Daniel Jones running for his entire life the rest of the season.
Terrible.
We got faith in him, though. Good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Good-looking guy.
Don't forget the other guy alone on an island.
We got
Our friend,
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow versus every single other defensive player
Yep.
in the NFL. He is on his own.
He's also a one-man show.
We love him though, but he's on his own.
We love defensive tackles at fullback. We saw that a couple times this weekend. We love that.
Unbelievable.
Love that. Those guys are huge.
Can't wait till Joe Zonka gets a carry next year.
It's gonna be fantastic.
That guy's big. Then we got 1, 2, 3 for $1. Harrison Butker hitting 3 kicks in a row to win the game against the Los Angeles Chargers.
And walking away. The
You
walking
saw
away
him, he
was
kicks
cold.
the ball and he turns around and goes, money, put it in my bank account. And then Scam Newton. Scam Newton.
Another game.
You know,
Couldn't pull it out, but hell of a drive.
they look good. The Pats
They
look
look
good. I think Seattle's the real deal. As much as you hate to hear it, I think the real deal.
I would disagree. Fantasy, the Seattle defense got -2 points. They were playing against me.
Yeah, Scam Newton's back, baby.
I wouldn't call that the real deal though. We'll never acknowledge those guys. Still fade the Seahawks.
Yeah, we don't mess with Seattle. But we do mess with Scam Newton. And that's what we love. And that's what we hated this week.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap it up. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in.
Yeah, always. Beat
Beat
the
the
spread.
spread.